Hello survivors, and welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be playing the Death Knight. We are going to be not dashing as he is unable to use dash. He is immune to stuns. He gets a whole whack of movement speed. Unfortunately he has negative cast speed, so we are going to be looking for a lot of cast speed. In the build today, before we get into it, we are going to be looking for Contagion, Shadow Grasp, Ray of Doom we're going to start with, so we don't have to worry so much about it as we have Weapon Expert. And we're going to stack as many debuffs as possible. Now, in order to have Contagion, we need to have our Death Knight at a certain level so that he can unlock it. Just go over there. We need a Prestige level 20, and you need level 5 for Shadow Grasp as well. I'm not such a happy fan about Path of Decay. I know it is pretty strong, but we will see how the game goes along. But we're definitely going to try and get ourselves Shadow Grasp, Contagion, Ray of Doom, and the rest of it we'll just see how it goes and what the game gives us. Now our runes are Multicast Mastery, Focus Fire, Weapon Expert, Generalist, and Executioner. So again, because we're going Doom, Poison, Rot, we are going to try and stack as much as possible. So let's get into it. I think we can do a Curse 5. Let's see how that goes. We'll do it in the dungeon. Where do we want? Yeah, let's do it in the dungeon. I don't think I've had a map there. Let's just... I was last using the dungeon map for farming prestige. So if you just put a certain amount of curses on, it's really good. But we'll get into that another time. Maybe I can do a video on that next, where we show people how to farm prestige quite efficiently. If you didn't want to do the what we call it, the overlord or the endless modes for farming, or if let's say you don't want to like struggle in doing your high curse and get frustrated in maybe dying or not being able to complete it. You know, who knows? Everyone has their limits within a game, so there are efficient ways of doing things. So I will release a video on that. Maybe tomorrow we can do that. But today is our thematic build day, and we are doing the theme of Doom and Poison. I would say Doom and Rot though. Or we could just say purple and green. So I do know that you can do Curse 6 with this build. It is very strong. Also, another thing is, if you have a look, Ray of Doom travels in a anti-clockwise direction. So we want to move in a clockwise direction around the enemies, and that way the actual rays hit enemies multiple times. So that's just a little bit of a tip and trick for dealing more damage. Now, we're gonna take Death Vortex. Yeah, we will take Death Vortex, yeah. But we are going to actually remove it. We're not gonna keep it. So we'll grab Poison on hit, damage for Ray, Shadow Sparks. Again, we're gonna probably get rid of that. We'll go for more Poison here. Shadow Grasp is one of the skills we wanted, so at least we got that. But you know, we kind of really stuck on the thematic build over here. Everything's purple. I don't see any of my Contagion. So this is only Curse 5. I say only. One thing though that we do need to try focus on is when we see ourselves getting... Yeah, I'm gonna not worry about this because we are not sticking with the skill. So we're gonna go live. One of the things though is that we need to focus on movement speed. So when we see a movement speed, we are going to land up taking it, like over here, because although we start off with a lot of movement speed, we don't have a dash. So if things get hectic and we need to, you know, move a lot, if we don't have the right amount of movement speed, you're not going to be able to dodge things. And you're just going to get hit by a lot and you'll probably end up dying. And we don't want that. So yeah, we need to try and focus on movement speed as much as possible, because then we're not going to get hit by all these horrible AoEs by this stupid Void Hunter. Okay, again, let's start moving in an anti-clockwise direction. Oop. The one thing about this is that Doom doesn't deal damage on hit. So a lot of the time you're going to see the enemies will be full life, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're just going to die. So what are we going to do? Let's increase the area of effect. Let's grab a slow, because we are going to try and get ourselves the hypothermia. So we've got some fragility and slow now. Now we just got to get lucky with the synergy, the passive. Impending Doom would be fantastic. We could even get brutal strikes, but we'll see how everything goes. I am running in the wrong direction, unfortunately, but we can change that now. So there we go. You will see eventually, like, they're just gonna die out of nowhere. And that is, again, because of the way that Doom works. Alright, so one's dead. Like I said, they just die. Just pop goes the weasel. Grab that, get out of all the AoEs. I really don't like the Deathbringer. These aren't really any of the skills we want. Okay, we're gonna take Acid Rain over the Death Vortex for now. Again, we are... Oh, I've got rerolls. There we go. There's our Contagion. Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy with these. Those are the skills I wanted. We can grab some more Doom damage, why not, and damage of Shadow Grasp. Shadow Grasp is like a mini Void. As soon as it goes off, it actually pulls all the non-elite or boss enemies towards you. So it's pretty interesting. There is another poison skill that you can use as well if you don't want to use Acid Rain. If you're worried about where you're aiming and things like that, you can actually use the Festering Strike, which is poison, not rot, but kind of fits with Oblivion and Shadow Grasp as well, because, you know, kind of spinning right around you with a poison hit. So very, very strong skill as well, and you can use that if you find it. Again, this is very much based on what you can find when. I might never see Festering Strikes the entire game, so I can't say, you know, guys, if you don't take Festering Strike, you're gonna lose. Nah, you're not dependent on one single skill. It might just make it easier or harder, that's all. So let's just do some leveling up first. We'll take Unbreakable, some poison damage, more movement speed. Let's go Area of Effect there. Let's go Health. Area of Effect is nice. We can go Damage. Area of Effect of Contagion. Alright, we actually got 3 nice bosses here. Well, I say nice. They are nice to some extent. They're pretty easy bosses compared to some of the others. Like Prophetess, again, I don't like because she has that AoE circle way too often around her, so you can't get nice and close like you could over here. Things are very chaotic, and that's why we want the movement speed. As you can see, there is just so much going on. Vicious Strikes is fantastic. Cast frequency is fantastic. Damage. Ooh, Exposed Weakness. That is a beautiful one to see. So that's an extra 5 damage as 5% increased damage because of its being a status effect itself. And it makes everything else deal more damage. So, you know, hello, that's like a That's like probably one of the best upgrades you can get if you're trying to do a debuff build. I need more cast frequency and what's that other word? Multicast for Ray of Doom. We're only seeing an average of 2. It would be nice to see an average of 6. Totally not a tall order. Again, we're just gonna run around the enemies, do circles around them, run laps around them, and we will keep doing this until they're all dead. So grab some crits. So here's our Festering Strike. We are going to take this over Acid Rain. Just because Acid Rain you kind of have to aim where you're going, and because I'm running around in so many circles, I believe Festering Strike for my playstyle and for the way that I play Ray of Doom and things like that is just better. Not having to focus too much on being the right direction or in the right way, or making sure you hit every single one of the acid rain procs on the enemy is just so much easier if you don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, so we have to get out of there. Our fallen king has decided he wanted to spin on us. He was playing League of Legends and wanted to play as Garen. Oh, I'm gonna die once. Alright, that's unfortunate. And he's spinning again. Okay, we are actually running in the wrong direction, but I don't really have much of a choice right now. As you can see, there's just so much going on. But all the bosses are dead now, so that is what it is. That's great. Contagion, Obliterate. We'll grab more of that. We'll grab Area of Effect and more Doom. You could grab the Burn as well, just so you get that 5% extra damage as well. But the amount of damage it's going to deal for the actual burn I don't think is worth much, so there's that as well. This is why though we need to focus our movement speed. You can see things are starting to attack a lot faster, and if you aren't running in the right direction you are going to get hit by them because you're just not fast enough. So this is why you need to kind of prioritize movement speed. I thought I had enough, but it doesn't look like I did. So we're gonna have to just relook at that. Okay, we got the Chaos Bringer, we got the Fallen Knight, and we've got him. Nice. We're just gonna run away, pretend we didn't even see they existed. Give me a bit of movement speed. We got fire on our faces. Fire on our faces. Just keep running. We'll just be like Dory. Just keep running, just keep running. This is why we want more multicast on our Doom, so that we can get those really cool looking Ray of Dooms going. Me and fire don't go well together. I have a feeling we are going to spawn the next couple of bosses before we kill these three, sorry. But that is what it is. Again, we just got to run around. I need to move it to another place where I can just stay closer to them while we're running. Because right now, if we did this, we get way too hurt, as you can see. Again, I cannot say it enough times, guys. Get your movement speed on the DK. Even though he is faster than other characters, you do not have a dash. So if you are not moving, you are dying. Let's focus on hitting them with weakness as well. And they did, finally. And as I knew it was gonna happen, as we killed them, the other three spawned. But at least I killed them in time. Ugh. Oh, we actually have 2 prophetesses and an Alexi. So not bad. Stupid circles are a bit of a problem though. Guys, if you are wondering, or if on like your own game you are playing this and you're like, how am I seeing anything? Well, to answer that question is, I'm not. You should turn down your opacity on the skills, only because you know, there's so much going on with this build. It is a lot easier if you don't have the opacity on. We actually also have a lot of level ups I've been neglecting for some reason. Grab that, grab that. I would like some movement speed. Oh, we got a hypothermia. Took long enough. Alright, that's cool. That's a lot of extra damage for us now, at least. So again, going for the synergies really does help with the damage. But that was the last 3 bosses, and that was it. A 12-minute 20 run on Curse 5. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. We did die once, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Ray of Doom, 21 million damage. Compare that to everything else, it does a lot of damage. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.